just for future reference, because I'm pretty sure this will come up in the future. I don't call my homeboys or brothers or close friends best friends. I don't call them kings or anything like that, simply because of the fact that the only kings or queens that I recognize are kings and queens of history or kings and queens in governments. And most of the time, those kings and queens don't have much power unless it's like the Middle East where they have their own different version of, a king. But in the modern term, I don't use just like king or I would don't use any terms just loosely just for the sake of, trying to make people feel better. Like for my homeboys, if I'm proud of them, which I am, I tell them why I'm proud of them. I'll name specific things like their work ethic, their determination, their intelligence, their grit, their willpower. And I'll recognize how hard that shit can be sometimes to keep pushing day after day to achieve your goals and not be somebody less than capable of. I don't just indiscriminate labels. Know that I do unspecific like praise if I do get praise. Like if you do something that I'm proud of, I'm gonna let you know exactly what I'm proud of. Cause I know us men especially we need to hear that shit. Some of us don't have fathers around, and even the ones that do, sometimes we just like to be stoic and quiet and handle this shit by ourselves and be quiet and take the shit on the shoulder. And that shit can wear on you after a period of time, but having your people around you saying like I'm proud of you for doing this and that, and you know exactly what you're doing that you usually don't think about, or you don't think anybody noticed, but somebody does notice. So that's why I don't say kings or I don't call women queens. I think all that shit just funny to me. Anytime I hear it, I just laugh because I study history. I love history. And I'm not finna just bullshit labels from history just to make people feel better in modern times. The fact that we live in modern times is something to be feeling good enough. We have so much opportunity, so much more peace compared to ancient, medieval, or even just a couple hundred years ago, or even sooner. So, like, I'm just careful about the words I use. And that is shown when I talk about my other videos, when I talk about fat phobia, when I talk about anything, when I talk about racism, sexism, feminism, homophobia, transphobia, anything at all. I make sure I'm careful with my words, and I love to laugh at people who try to use words for no reason other to get an emotional rise out of people. Not because they're making a point that's intelligent, but because if they know they can transcribe this one word with a different one, they can hopefully get a movement behind it. That's how I feel about fat phobia, and that's how I feel about a lot of different other things. But we'll get into that in other videos. It's your boy Logos, and I'll see you next time.